You guys have painting and silk screening that you've been doing for like shirts, cover of Meadowland, the pre-release cover of Meadowlands. How did we learn such skills?
Well, we make all of our shirts ourselves.
I like the one with the Garden State Parkway thing. That's pretty sharp.
Thank you very much. We work very
sharp.
hard on these things.
And
We're not one of these sellout bands. Just have some like outside company that squatch up like 150 million thousand copies. We sell like 12 shirts a year.
We sew them too. We have looms. We buy bolts of fabric and raw thread.
But sadly, it's true.
So, but seriously, like, how did you decide to learn such a thing? It's kind of odd, kind of an odd thing to like
Necessity.
Necessity.
You know, actually,
The mother of ingenuity.
Do you remember who like kind of pointed this to like? Is Tim from Brainiac?
Oh yeah.
Tim from who?
Brainiac.
Brainiac.
Yeah. So we played. Still, I think one of the highlights in my entire life of playing in the band is that we possibly remotely almost played as well as Brainiac.
Yeah.
You know, that one show, and then the next maybe they won, maybe it's a competition.
Yeah.
But I remember him talking that night. He's just like, dude, you just get the silk screen made, and you can do them yourself. You crank, and they had like they made their own shirts.
Okay.
Great DIY early '90s stuff.
But it is true. This band, everyone out in internet land, they should search for Brainiac.
Brainiac.
They were our generation's Rolling Stones, but unfortunately, they were on their way making it, and then all of a sudden they became friends with like just everybody wanted to be their friends, from Nine Inch Nails to whomever. And it was
Right.
like this young band from Ohio, and unfortunately they got like a little bit of money from royalty, and he bought himself a first new car, and he passed away because there was carbon monoxide inside the car.
Oh my
And he had
God.
a terrible car crash. But this guy was fucking the next Mick Jagger. And the band was just as hot. That
Well, you
was-
guys were supposed to be going out on tour with them in Europe or something,
we
right?
were
When the
in
whole
Europe,
Grass
we were
Records
on
thing
tour
went
with
down.
them, but we had to cancel because we didn't have money.
Right.
And but they stayed at our house when we were all young and starting out, and they were just by far one of the best. If anyone out there that knows them will agree.
Wow. Okay. All right. Speaking of touring and stuff, last time around you guys wound up doing weekends for 4 years promoting Meadowlands. Given the prevalence of babies and day jobs, do you see that happening again, or will it be more of a full court press for like a shorter period of time?
I'm not sure.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we're not sure. We're gonna have like some longer tours and some short tours.
Okay.
But I think it's as crazy as it sounds. I think we might know when it'll be to call quits. But we just have that thing, and we've gone through waves of being into it and not. That's what I'll never be able to explain to anyone who's ever been, unless they've been in this band. It's just crazy that we continue to go on after all this time. I don't know why.
Well, I read something
we're not making any money. We're not like not that it's about that or not like we've never been on a bus. Like all these bands, we've never opened for anybody.
I took a bus to get here.
I mean, do you ever like kind of get tired of the fact of like you guys are the sort of indie version of, look at what can happen to you, but then look at what can also be obtained? I mean, does that ever get old?
No,
It's still kind of new, because they weren't saying about that when we were 25. It's like, you can be 25 and still be in a band. Thank God.
And the nice answer for me is no, because this has been the nicest thing about being in a band. Is that when you start, you have dreams of your crazy dreams are not whatever come through. But from the Meadowlands and from going out here, there are so many people out there that are great painters, writers, journalists, photographers, starting their own things, doing their own stuff, and they never get recognition. And they go to work, and they do the whole thing, and they still do it. There's a lot of people, and it's awesome. So to be associated with those people and to be associated in that way, it's fantastic. Because we're never going to be the it band. We're never going to be the young hot thing. Mm-hmm. And we're never going to be in that way. But you know what? Where we are it's perfect.